I would be scarred. Mild heart attack, 17 years old. No rhyme or reason, that's how the story unfolds. I graduated high school and went away to college, but moved back home. I was sick of the nonsense, party living it up. I fell into depression, ready to give life up from unlearned lessons. I fell to my knees and prayed to God who made me. I asked him in my life, and he saved me. This is my story.
This is an introduction.
It went this way. It's been a long journey and I truly know that. I learned so much from my throwback. My mom cared so much she would never give up. She stood in the gap and showed me what love was. It's amazing. I have a beautiful wife and 2 boys I'm raising. They're the loves of my life, always by my side, no matter where I go. They support my music and pray for my shows. And when I get back home, it's so blessed. Nothing can replace the time we spend. When one journey stops, another begins. So I can't pretend this is where my story ends. This is my story.
This is an introduction.
And it went this way.
Right now it goes. Are you ready?
It's the Power Hour on the Doug Stewart Show. Let's go.
Nice.
The Power Hour. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Man Talk Monday, January 23rd, 2017. Thank you so much for joining your boy. Falcons going to the Super Bowl, Shawty. Falcons going to the Super Bowl, taking on the stinking ass, cheating ass New England Patriots. Yeah, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougshow.com. It's really sad, man, that I can't give full, credit or conversation to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and what they've done in New England, man, because if you just ignored all of the cheating, which is very hard to do. Okay? If you just ignored all of the cheating and just looked at what they've done accomplishment-wise, man, they have done a ton of stuff, man. A couple of things. Tom Brady ties Joe Montana with most 3-touchdown games in the postseason of all times with 9. That's right. Tom Brady and Joe Montana are the only quarterbacks that have thrown for 3 touchdowns in a game 9 times. So they both done it 9 times. Aaron Rodgers done it 7 times. Wow, which is impressive. Aaron Rodgers still got a lot of football left to play in his career. Brett Favre did it 6, and Peyton Manning only did it 6 as well. You remember Peyton used to really struggle in the playoffs. But now Brady is tied with the great Joe Montana for 9 games with 3 touchdowns or more. Brady and Coach Bill Belichick, whose 7th appearance is also a record for a head coach, will be seeking there in the Patriots' 5th Lombardi Trophy and 2nd in 3 years. The Patriots are 4-2 in their previous 6 Super Bowl appearances in the Belichick-Brady era. Belichick's 7th Super Bowl appearance surpasses former Miami Dolphins legend Don Shula for the most by an NFL head coach. That's sad. So I wonder, let me stop right there, and I'll get back to more of them in a second. I don't even know if I won't even read anymore. But I wonder if anybody's been talking about putting an asterisk beside Tom Brady's name and Bill Belichick's name for their careers based on the fact that they've been caught cheating, paid fines to cheating, close to $2 million. I wonder if all of the quote-unquote experts and all of the analysts are talking about putting an asterisk by their names, as they were talking about with Barry Bonds, still till this day. I wonder if they're doing that. I mean, these are some incredible milestones and people that they're passing. Joe Montana and Don Shula, you know. What? I feel like that if you so adamant about putting a star, an asterisk, by Barry Bonds' name, if you're so adamant about that, then it should be an easy, a conclusion that you would feel the same way about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's career, right? Huh? And not only that, wait a minute. Not only that, once again, as I reminded you last week when we talked about the new Hall of Fame class in baseball, Barry Bonds never failed anything. Barry Bonds has never paid a fine, for cheating ever. I think he actually did have to pay a fine, and then he appealed it and won the case, I believe. Something to that degree. But the point is that Barry Bonds, you're so adamant about Barry Bonds being a cheater, even though you don't have any proof, and him having an asterisk by his name. That's all they used to say. Barry Bonds, maybe he gets in, but you put an asterisk in. Well, I haven't heard anybody say that in the national media about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. And not only have, there have been these rumors out there of them cheating, i.e. Barry Bonds, they've been caught. Hello? They have been caught. They have paid, once again, close to $2 million in fines. But magically, nobody in the national media is talking about an asterisk with them. Nobody. Tom Brady improved to 5-0 at home against Pittsburgh and helping the Patriots pace the Steelers 36-17 in New England's 7th consecutive AFC Championship game. That's crazy. 7 consecutive AFC Championship games. Chris Hogan, Hulk Hogan's little brother, cousin or something like that, as we talked about earlier. The previously unheralded receiver found open spaces everywhere in the field this past weekend once again. He set a franchise playoff record with 9 receptions for 180 yards to go with 2 scores, breaking the mark by Deion Branch set against Denver 11 years ago. He probably cheating too. And it's crazy. And, before Tom Brady got busted for this Deflategate thing, I pretty much was a Tom Brady supporter. I was a guy saying Tom Brady had surpassed the great Joe Montana. And one of the things that I used to point at, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is that Tom Brady really never had a great receiver outside of Randy Moss. Jabbar Gaffney, Troy Brown, Deion Branch was solid as hell. All of these guys were solid, and it seems like all these players were system players. But it's another example of this Chris Hogan guy, even Julian Edelman to a degree, man. This guy played quarterback in college. So it's incredible to think that with a lot of lackluster wide receivers, people are pointing at Joe Montana. It's like Joe Montana had John Taylor and he had Jerry Rice. People are pointing at Dan Marino, say he had the Duper brothers, the Duper and I can't even remember, Clayton and Duper. So, Tom Brady, for the most part, has had a lot of mediocre wide receivers. But the problem is, and the chances are whether they know it or not, those wide receivers are probably being benefited by the fact that the Patriots have the other teams, the opponent's playbook in their possession. Let me grab a call, man. I'm going to stop right there. Some more I want to get into, but let me grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, man. I'm calling in to take my month, man. It's dollars and cents, damn it.
Wow. Dollars and cents, bruh. Wow.
Yeah.
You're Steelers. You're a Steeler fan, right?
Oh, you know it, man. I'm a huge Steelers fan, man. Huge, baby.
Man, what's your thoughts, bro? I mean, I know you're heartbroken. This takes a lot of courage to call up here today, man, and I appreciate you. But what's your thoughts about the Steelers laying an egg this weekend, bro?
Well, everybody jumped on me because, I have certain things to say about the coach, but I ain't going to lay it all the blame on my man, but I'm going to say this. What's the definition of insanity, Doug?
Doing the
same
right.
damn thing over and over, expecting different results. You come out and you play zone and you get gashed by the damn Stanford wide receiver corps.
Stop right there.
Yeah,
Stop right there, dollars and cents. Let me say something about that. When we were watching this game, in the first quarter and a half, that was the big topic of discussion with football people in the room because I watched this game at a little viewing party last night. And so that was the big topic of discussion. Why do they continue to run this zone defense? When you have athletic guys back in the secondary, why are you just going to continue to let Tom Brady pick you apart? They have to switch to a man-to-man and just, roll a dice that way, but they would not do it.
Well, Doug, that goes back to two-point Tomlin. And real quick, everybody's going to jump on me, but I don't give a damn. I've been saying this forever. He's a good coach, not a good X and O guy. He fired Dick LeBeau, and Dick LeBeau went over to Tennessee Titans. They are now ranked in the top 5. Dick LeBeau runs the 3-4, right? He puts the hell out of everybody. So guess what? He keeps Butler in, his boy, and they keep the damn same 3-4 defense. They don't blitz. They don't do nothing. That's why. That's what I've been saying the whole time about Tomlin. He's a good guy, good coach, but he doesn't pay attention to detail. He doesn't make any damn in-game adjustments. You can't have a dude playing damn lacrosse 1 year and looking like Jerry Rice out there, dog.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
So that's it, man. Everybody's going to jump on me. Now I'm embarrassed. It is what it is, bro. Thanks for I'm about to damn commit suicide, I think, possibly. Check on me tomorrow, bro.
I appreciate the call, dollars and cents. Appreciate the call, dollars and cents. Now, let me say this, man. And you know I'm a fan of Mike Tomlin. But they dropped the ball yesterday. And I don't know who you can give more to blame to. I don't know. Tomlin's a defensive coach, first of all. He's a defensive coach. The offensive coordinator's that crazy dude, what's his name, Todd Haley. And so when you talk about the defense, though, you have to – the first thing that comes to mind is Mike Tomlin. He's the head coach. He's the head coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. Defense is his forte. So I'm telling you, man, it was a topic of discussion where I was at, man, by football people, Like, why do they stay in this zone, man? They have to try, some man-to-man. And I don't think that they did the entire game. I don't think that they did the entire game, man, and the Patriots just picked them apart, and Tom Brady, he had all day to play, and my homeboy Javon Hargrove in the middle for Pittsburgh, man, he didn't get no push up the middle to it. They didn't get any push up the middle all night long, man. They didn't. And I'll say this, man, you may have a problem with Mike Tomlin, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, as an organization, you remember now, Pittsburgh's only had like 3 coaches for like the last 60 years or something crazy like that. Maybe not the last 60 years, but like the last 50 years. They had Chuck Noll, they had Bill Cowher, and now they got Mike Tomlin. So they're not going to abandon a coach because of one bad game. And listen, they made it to the AFC Championship game. Now, the ultimate goal is to win a championship, dollars and cents, but they made it to an AFC Championship game. So I don't know how much blame you could realistically put on Mike Tomlin, but I do agree with you, bruh. They did not make adjustments. They did not have a good game plan coming in all night. That flea flicker play, that was because they were running a crappy zone defense. That touchdown to Hogan, that flea flicker play to Hogan, man, was all because they were running that crappy zone defense, and he ran through the zone, and they pulled the safeties and the linebackers up a little bit by the play action with the run. And the running back tossed the ball back to Brady. But it was all, if you were playing man-to-man, it wouldn't have been that easy. But they didn't, man. So I hear you, bruh. I hear you, but the Steelers they're not that type of franchise that just blows things up because they haven't won the ultimate goal. You know, they're in a position to win the Super Bowl pretty much every year that Tomlin's been there. Have they won it? No. Problem is they're playing against the Patriots, a team that has, once again, their playbook already in hand. So there's a lot of factors.